Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Let's dive into it.
Let's dive in.
Literally.
This was an episode where I was coming to with limited temptations, was very down, and playing the first challenge was realizing that I probably have a good skill as a lifeguard, and I absolutely sucked, right? I was diving bingo chips every second, and I was out of breath. Like, it took a lot out of me right there during that first challenge, and it made me feel terrible, especially putting Dylan off. It really sucked for Dylan, and he didn't deserve that. The second challenge, we basically, we won. We were demolishing the other tribe. I probably was the low point on the golf, but then I got in a rhythm, got 3 in a row, and then I just had to get that fourth one. And then my tribe absolutely dominated that one. Then the third challenge, I knew it would be earn the merge. I was calling it. I said, it's going to be earn the merge. I said to everyone in the men's locker room. And it was. And I got very lucky. I got 22, baby. So I missed the tribal, so I'm glad I wasn't there. And just try to keep winning. Individual game now, merge. 2 times in the merge. Let's get it.
It was eventful, to say the least. We had the first challenge, which was bingo, but the chips were in the pool all over. So I was actually the first one on my team to get a correct chip, which was pretty empowering, I have to say. It felt really good to do something really significant for the betterment of my team. And then at the end, I was actually the one to find the winning chip as well, so that was also great. I did slow down a little bit at the end because I was getting really tired. I went twice opposed to 1 time, so I'm not mad at myself about it at all because I worked pretty hard for that one. The second one, we did a relay, and Gators struggled with that one. We got pretty unlucky when it came to the knocking the cups over because they didn't fall the right way. So we just, we didn't get past that one, but Tatiana and Nate took it like a champ. They were treading water like the whole time. They were exhausted by the end of it, but they never gave up. Even when they realized that the other team was way ahead, they kept going. So I'm really proud of them for that. We voted Haley off, which really broke my heart, and we didn't have much of an option, and then we ended up splitting up the teams anyways, and now we're all individual. I really regret that one. The last challenge, we broke up into groups of 4 or 5, and it was 4 groups of 4, maybe 5 groups of 4. I was in the dice group, and we played Shut the Box. I didn't end up winning that one, so I went to Tribal, which was probably one of the most nerve-wracking tribals I've ever been to because you weren't allowed to talk to anybody. That was really stressful. I was honestly scared. I feel like no one knew it was gonna happen. I know a few people were freaking out a little bit. 2 names only ended up getting put out there. Nate ended up going home, which I was kind of surprised by. But that was the end of the episode. But I'm really excited for next week to see what happens.
Super exciting night. Super exciting for me to be in the pool, because I do love to swim. So I did end up getting in the pool for 2 challenges. We lost the first one, and we had to do probably the hardest vote I've done all season, and vote out Dylan, who was very sweet, and I wish all the best for her. Managed to win the next one, the relay. Everybody was so good in that one. The whole team came through, and then a crazy tribal for Gator. Finally, at the end of the night, we played a pre-merge mini game. I played versus Ozzy, Tati, and Hope, and me and Ozzy pulled out the win in pool 4 square, and so it was super awesome. I think I made the merge, but I don't know how much I trust what they're telling us. There's been too many twists and turns. All I know is that I'm ready to go into next week, and I'm super excited.
Oh my goodness. I literally cannot believe that was episode 5. We're halfway there. There's 15 survivors left. That's half of us. I feel like this month has just gone by like so fast. Like 5 weeks is actually like so long. And I feel like a lot has happened. Something that happened that I wasn't like expecting is I've actually made like genuine like good friendships in this game. Like obviously that was my goal going in. I wanted to have fun and make friends. But I didn't realize like how close I would get to people. Like last night, we lost the second challenge. Gator lost the second challenge, and we ended up going to tribal council because me and Nate could literally not squirt those cups. If you watch the video, I'm like drowning. I'm like fighting for my life in the deep end, trying to hit those cups. It was so bad. We cost our team the challenge and we ended up going to tribal, and I had to send home Haley. I love Haley. I literally just met her during Survivor. She's such a good friend. I'm just sad that she got voted out because I love her. Like, it's not gonna be the same playing without her.
So obviously the merge I kind of saw coming, but I saw that within like next week or even the week after when there was like a certain number of people. I'm really grateful that I was able to finish like in my group first so that I was safe and I didn't have to go to tribal. Like towards the end I was a bit shocked, but not really, because I didn't expect the people to come out that won. I didn't expect them to win, or like I didn't even know the groups. So it wasn't even like, oh, in this group, these people are gonna win. No, I didn't even know who was in the groups because I just left right away. So it was shocking to find out who won and who didn't.
We made the merge, so I'm excited about that. We did compete in the pool challenge 1, Gator 1, which I was so excited about that. We dominated in the bingo. Challenge 2, it was a little rough because we didn't get to do our last 2 of our relays. I do want to say that was really hard because you couldn't even knock the cups down from the deep end for, our tribe. Then we got sent to tribal, unfortunately sent a Gator home, and then we merged. So I didn't expect the merge to be now. I thought it was going to be next episode. After that, we did compete in a 4-person challenge, and me and Trey got sent to tribal. I'm not gonna lie, that face puzzle was really hard. Got sent to tribal, and then Nathan got sent home, unfortunately. Next episode, I don't know what to expect at all, but it was definitely a crazy episode for sure. But I'm looking forward to the next one.
Episode 5 was fun. It was nice getting to return back to the pool. Not gonna lie, I underestimated the amount of energy needed for these challenges this season, but thank God I hit the gym this summer. I'm proud of myself. I didn't give up. I found at least one bingo thing. I almost died, but it's okay. That's what Survivor's for. I survived it. But yeah, it was really fun. And I'm excited for the next episode now that everyone's game is in their hands.
We made it to the merge. Last night at the pool was so much fun. I'm not the strongest swimmer by any means, and I think that's what I enjoy so much about going up there, is because it is more of a physical challenge for me. I really have to sort of push myself to go out of my comfort zone, but I had a great time. The first challenge where we were diving into the pool was definitely the hardest for me because of that pressure that's in my head, opening my eyes underwater, and even just going down that low head first is not something I'm comfortable with, really. Even though I am a big swimmer, it's usually in outdoor creeks, and one rule of thumb I always follow is to not dive in head first if I can't see the bottom. Now at the pool, obviously you can see the bottom, so it was safe. It's not something that I do a lot, so I'm definitely uncomfortable with that. As for the second and third challenge, the second challenge was a lot of fun just because there were so many different components to it. And I think we did really luck out because we were pretty consistent and steady with all the challenges where they couldn't really get past the squirt guns. I think if it did come down to it, Anthony's speed in the pool, carrying that the watermelon ball filled with water would have been hard for us to overcome. We would have had to have a big lead. Luckily we did, so we were able to win the challenge. And then the little mini third challenge to get immunity from the first merged tribal, that was big. I felt pretty comfortable with what I was doing. I definitely would have been stressed if I was one of the people who were sent to that tribal. So I'm really excited to see what everyone has to offer now that we're all together, merged up. But yeah, definitely another successful episode of Survivor.
I really did not do a whole lot in this episode. The first challenge, we had to dive down, grab bingo pieces, and see if it matched up with our bingo cards. I tried to grab a few, then I was told they were all in the deep end. So I let Anthony get back in with his goggles, and he searched around, he found some. So I think that was the right move. We ended up winning that. Then the second challenge, I didn't get to go. Our team just got unlucky with how the cups fell. And I was able to get picked to go on a journey for that one. And then the last challenge, it was individual. I was lucky enough to win that one and was safe again. So I didn't have to go to travel at all this week. And I think it's huge that 3 original Python members were voted off and no Gators were voted off. This is a huge episode for the original Gators, and I'm super excited that we're starting individual challenges, because especially the past 2 weeks I felt very outnumbered, but now that it's individual, I think it's really going to bring out everyone's strengths and weaknesses, and I think that I have a better chance of actually staying alive than I did these past 2 weeks.
So we started off with our original Python team. We went into our first challenge. It was to dive off the diving board and get these bingo chips. We all worked super hard during that. Nothing to complain about there, but unfortunately we did get sent to tribal council and we had to send home Dylan. Unfortunately, he was not there with us. We all wish him the best. So then we moved into our second challenge and we came out on top for that one. And I was really proud of how our team worked together. There's 3 different challenges. 4 of them. So there's the golfing part, we did great. And then we got to the water shooting one with the water guns. And Aaron and Cam really dominated in that. And then the boys were playing like that little scooping ball game. And, they did great with that. And then it was me and Cam who had to swim with the weighted melon balls. I was really proud of how our team worked together, and all the cheering was absolutely great. It felt great to have a victory and hold that and in the idol again. We went to Yellows and there was a whole lot of names being thrown out at their tribal council. It was all over the place. So it was really nerve-wracking. After that, we were all ready to go into our third challenge. We're all gonna merge into one big team. You're on your own now. Are you serious? I just got used to this Pythons. And now you're gonna switch up on me and do this? Anyways, so they split us up into 4 people per group, into 4 groups. It was me and Tati who had to go to tribal council, and we met up with all these other group members who had also lost, and we all went to tribal council together and ended up voting out Nate. I had just saw that his name was confirmed out there from the previous tribal council, so I did what I thought was going to happen. But I definitely did not want to go back there. But yeah, so I guess we're all one though.
Okay, so we were at the pool today, and I'm not a big fan of the pool. I like swimming with my friends, not really practicing at the pool like Anthony. It's okay. The first challenge did not really go as planned. It was the bingo game, and we lost by 3. We came short, so I mean it really doesn't matter. And then the second game, we absolutely killed it, like oh my lord. But yeah, we killed the game, flew past Gators, I guess. And then the merge, I was expecting it, but not to be like that at all. That was actually like really clever and pretty genius, honestly. It was me, Lee, Chase, and Nate for the ping pong game. So close. I was 3 out of 4. Chase just beat me. I was really mad, actually, like really upset, but it is what it is. We went to tribal, and it's with everybody new. We can't even talk to anybody. I played my idol, and I think that was the smartest thing I could have done, because I was not going home just because people just know me because I won last year, so I had to play it.
First challenge, pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, we had to vote Dylan off because we lost. We need numbers for the rest of the night, so it was just, we wanted to keep the numbers up, so we had to go. The second challenge was kind of a relay. We all played our part really well. I did my part, and I think it took me and Jake twice for me to like launch it over and him to catch it, so that was pretty good. But that tribal for the other team was crazy. To think that there was a fake idol played, which I don't even know what that means. And then a real idol, and then an idol nullifier, like it's just, that's so much. And then obviously the merge happened, which was crazy. We all sort of broke off, and I did my little sort of puzzle game, and I won, so I didn't have to go to tribal, but I heard a lot about it and how that one might have been even crazier than the one before it. So like, it's just, so I was just getting really intense, and you always gotta keep yourself on your toes.
This may have been the craziest week yet. We started off as Python. I was still on Python team, and we did bingo in the pool, which was really fun. Unfortunately, we were not good at it. It was really hard, honestly, diving deep, like holding your breath, and without goggles. Like the other team had goggles and we didn't, so we lost. I got the key and went to the journey. so I didn't have to do tribal. And then next we did like a big relay in the pool, which I squirted the water guns, which was really hard, but I did get it, thankfully. And the other team was stuck on the water guns, and we literally did the rest of the challenge and they were still stuck on the water guns. So we really did good on that challenge as pythons. And then they tell us, get all your stuff and sit down, and we can't speak at all, and we pick random bags, and it was like 4 groups, and you went with the group and you just did like a random challenge. We had this like thing where you flip the numbers down and rolled dice and tried to get the exact amount of flip things down as the dice, and I lost, unfortunately. But no talking, like random people. It was crazy. So I guess we're on our own now. And is that how everything's gonna be? Because I like to talk to people. That was crazy. And then we went to tribal. No talking at tribal. Someone talked and got their vote taken away. I don't think there's any. I was like laughing a little at the filmers, but that doesn't count. JQ's an idol, and someone lost their vote, and Nate ended up going home.
I did enjoy those challenges in the pool though. Those are pretty fun. I thought they were, clever. But the results of those challenges had me a little upset. But that's the game, you gotta keep moving forward. The merge really caught me off guard. I didn't really expect it. Now we're all one team. I gotta start looking out for myself. I don't have a team anymore to help me, so I gotta just watch my back and hopefully make some friends along the way.
The first challenge was a bingo where we had to go and find tiles in the pool or little chips and then yell out the number and we try and get bingo. It was a little tough at first. My eyesight isn't the greatest, so seeing the tiles at the deep end was a little tough, but I was able to swim down and get a couple for our team. I got 2, I believe. And we ended up winning, which felt nice, change of pace. And then the second tribal came, the second challenge, sorry. It was a little more rough. We kind of got stuck on one phase of the challenge, so it kind of sucked a little bit. We did end up losing. I was a little nervous I was going home because the 2 other Gators on my team both got the key and they went on a journey. It was just a little scary, but it ended up working out. And then there was a huge twist. We had a split, and everybody is now individual. There's no more tribes. So we're all gonna be individual, we're all gonna be going into this challenge solo, these new challenges solo. So it's definitely interesting to see how this plays out. Our third challenges were all individual. I don't know what the other people had. I know that I had to roll some dice and get some numbers, and I did. Nervous to see how this all plays out, this individual.